Game 1 from the 1995 State High School Hockey Tournament is just moments away. Let's go downstairs now and listen to PA announcer Bob Reed as he introduces today's contestants.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to meet the cheerleaders first, and then the complete rosters and the officials for this first quarterfinal game, Class A 1995. Let's meet first the visiting cheerleaders from Hutchinson. Please say hello to Michelle Mullins, Mindy Fyland, Kelly Hahn, Amy Cleater, Nisha Woods, and Amanda Kruger, the Hutchinson cheerleaders. Now let's meet the home team cheerleaders representing Red Wing. Please greet Tiffany Banks, Jolene Holden, Jackie Stewart, Brandy Frazier, Amy Alms, Angie Mahoney, the Red Wing cheerleaders. Now let's meet the entire roster for both of these fine teams, starting first with the visiting team, a record of 24-0-0, the Section 6 champions, the Hutchinson Tigers. Number 6, senior wing Terry Henke. Number 7, junior wing Nate Burgart. Number 8, senior wing Tom Krebs. Number 9, senior left wing Mark Dockin. Number 10, senior center Ryan Dolder. Number 11, senior defenseman Henrik Eriksson. Number 12, senior wing Eric Waldron. Number 14, senior center Josh Keir. Number 15, senior defense Eric Schultz. Number 16, junior defense Ross Wendling. Number 18, freshman center Justin Martin. Number 20, junior wing Jared Whitty. Number 21, senior defense Kurt Wagner. Number 22, sophomore center Sean Knorr. Number 23, junior defense Matt Field. Number 24, senior defense Chad Gertis. Number 26, freshman wing Kyle Dolder. Number 27, senior right wing Jeff Martin. Number 28, junior goalie Eddie Cox. And number 35, junior goalie Ryan Ash. The Tigers assistant coach is Chuck Wadeen, the head coach is Todd Grinna, and the balance of the Tigers official party. And now it's time to meet the home team, a record of 19-5-1, the Section 1 champion Red Wing Wingers. Starting with number 1, freshman goalie Joe Edstrom. Number 3, senior defense Jay Berry. Number 4, sophomore defense Anthony Bozer. Number 5, senior wing Eric Helland. Number 6, freshman wing Mark Bain. Number 7, senior defense Brooks Berg. Number 8, junior defense Jason Van Kempen. Number 9, junior left wing Dan Siddick. Number 10, senior center Nate Crow. Number 11, freshman center Johnny Pohl. Number 12, senior right wing Brendan O'Rourke. Number 13, junior center Corey Dubois. Number 14, senior wing, Mitch Johnson. Number 15, senior wing, Dustin Quady. Number 16, senior defense, Nick Phillips. Number 17, junior defense, Zach Schendel. Number 18, sophomore wing, Josh Marklevitz. Number 19, junior center, Eric Eichhorn. Number 20, senior wing, Dixon Kugling. And number 30 or 31, junior goalie, Bryce Berry. The assistant wingers coach is Kevin Larson, and the head coach is George Nemenich, and the balance of the Red Wing official party. The officials for this game. The linesman is Matt Brink. The referees are Mike Gager and Pat Bolinovich. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join in and sing as the Red Wing High School Band, conducted by Mr. Richard Peterson, leads us in our national anthem.
Good crowd on hand here for this very first game of the 1995 Boys High School Hockey Tournament. I suppose we have to clarify ourselves nowadays,
yes, we will. And I guess we should also congratulate the girls' Apple Valley team as they defeated South St. Paul in the championship round of the girls' high school hockey
and
contest
over
as well.
7,300 people attended that tournament, so it was a fantastic start to girls hockey. Congratulations to all 24 girls teams who participated in high school hockey this year, and we're certainly looking forward to the growth of that sport. But boy, you talk about the attendance here today, and well, first of all, Tom, you want to talk about this young lad, number 28, the goaltender for Hutchinson.
And he is just a junior at 5'10", 130 pounds, 12 victories on the year. They do the rotation goalie system, but he has been very steady. He's a stand-up type of a goaltender, very hard-working, and Coach Todd Grinna feels that this is the guy he wants to go with. He's a very mentally tough goaltender, and his goals against average on the year, 2.0. So there's some pretty good challenging goaltenders in this tournament, and he certainly is one of them.
You're looking now at the Red Wing Wingers, the 1A champions. They had a record of 19-5-1 on the season, and their starting goaltender today will be Bryce Berry.
He had 5 shutouts this year, and at 5'9", 140 pounds, he also is a junior. It takes a couple of years so often for these youngsters to really get into the thick of things. They don't get a lot of ice time, but once they hit the junior, the senior obviously is when they should be performing at their best. He played in 23 games with a 2.6 goals against, and he has not faced a lot of shots. I think this is going to be a test for them. In the 2 previous games between these two schools, Hutchinson outshot Red Wing by 73-31. So you can see there's a lot of firepower there. So he will be tested. And Hutchinson won both those games, as we told you earlier, 4-3 in Hutchinson, a very close game. They went down to Red Wing and won by a score of 6-2.
Hutchinson is an offensive loaded team. They have outscored their opponents in 24 games this year by 157-44 margin. And they are coming into this tournament once again as the only undefeated high school team in the state.
Well, what's interesting, you talk about goals for and the fact that Hutchinson had that 157 goals. You look at the wingers, they had 156 goals. So you go through the whole season, one goal separates them offensively. Defensively, where Hutchinson has a little more of an advantage. 44 goals against to 67 goals against the wingers.
Okay, let's get ready to drop the puck for the first state tournament quarterfinal hockey game in Class A competition. Taking the face-off will be Ryan Dolder for Hutchinson. He's wearing number 10. Hutchinson again in the dark jerseys. Number 19 taking the face-off for Red Wing is Eric Eichhorn. And from the early draw, the puck comes back into the Red Wing wingers zone. Defenseman after the play is Berg, tied up along the boards. They get the puck ahead to Siddick, and here come the wingers out of their own zone. Headman pass goes to number 12, O'Rourke. Brendan O'Rourke reached the line but lost the puck, and back come the Tigers. This is Dawkins out on the off wing, dropping it back for number 27, Jeff Martin. He is checked, and the puck scoots back to center. Hustling after it and meeting a punchy check at center is Eichhorn. He heads off to the Red Wing bench as the wingers make the game's first line change. Dawkins back down the left side. Senior Mark Dawkins for Hutchinson gets the first shot on goal, kicked away by Bryce Berry. Welcome to everybody in Red Wing and Hutchinson. May the best team win. We certainly hope you enjoy this telecast on the first appearance ever for either one of these teams in the state high school hockey tournament. Back in his own zone is defenseman Wendling for Hutchinson. Brings it around to the left side, and taking it off the boards is junior Jared Whitty. He cleared it out to center, lost the puck. The wingers shooting it right back in. Wendling once again for Hutchinson, banks it out to center, but it goes up into the Red Wing player bench, and that'll create a stoppage.
You can just sense the excitement by both of these teams right now. That first shift is so important. You want to get on the ice as soon as you possibly can. The reason for that, you want to get a feel for the game. Part of that is the physical play as well, not just handling the puck, but also hitting the players as well.
Face off in the neutral zone, comes back to the Red Wing defense. It's shot into the zone by Brooks Berg, an all-conference football player. Back up the right wing boards, it goes to Whitty Hutchinson. He lost it. Berg let the shot go from the point, right on goal, and Eddie Cox gets his first save of the game in goal for Hutchinson. Circling at his blue line is Bowser. Bowser make that. Anthony Bowser, just a sophomore defenseman, hit 2 goals on the year. He'll go back to his defense partner Berg in behind his goal for Red Wing. Berg crunched up along the boards by number 18, Justin Martin. Pass goes to the left side for Kuglin of Red Wing. Kuglin now handing it off to Crow. He is checked and knocked down, and Hutchinson shooting it right back in. Hutch beginning a change on the fly. Red Wing has some time, and here is number 20, Dixon Kuglin. Lost the puck, picked up on the fly now by number 22, Sean Knorr. Knorr for Hutchinson, lost it, reaches in after it once again. The big Knorr, number 22, plays it back in behind the Red Wing goal. Wingers flip it high into the air to center ice, and backing up for it is defenseman Chad Gertis.
Red Wing with a little bit of a problem right now getting out of their own zone. They're kind of standing. They're not moving very much, and they're kind of just standing there. That is allowing the Tigers just to move in and pick up that puck.
Tigers have it. Here's Perry Henke, number 6, putting it back onto the point. A shot goes wide of the Red Wing goal. And the wingers grab it off. Behind his net now is Jay Berry, the captain. Berry, a nice move coming up ice, has a long pass, go too far for number 9, Dan Siddick. And it's an icing call against Red Wing. No score in the first game. We played almost 3 minutes. There's a break in the action, and we'll be right back with the 95 Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournaments.
During the Dodge National Best Buy sale, we've made Dodge Intrepid an even better buy thanks to Intrepid's biggest incentives ever. Like up to $1,897 off, including up to $1,500 cash towards your down payment. Or select 4.9 financing instead of cash savings. So buy now, and Dodge Intrepid, the car that changed everything, can substantially change your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
In Duluth, watching on KDLH. They have joined us for this game and will be with us for all the state tournament hockey games. And I hope all of you up in the range in the Duluth area enjoy this great tournament. And I know you're all waiting for that Duluth East game coming up tomorrow. The Hutchinson Tigers in the black have the puck at center ice, and this is Ryan Dolder, a senior who had 66 points on the year in 24 games. Shot the puck into the zone. It comes back out to neutral ice, picked off the boards by defenseman Erickson. He relays it to the Red Wing blue line. A lot of scrumming going on up along the wall. Picking it off is Siddick, and here comes number 9, Dan Siddick. His dad played high school hockey for Edina years ago. Shot it into the zone and heads off to the bench. Checks thrown around the neutral zone. Number 16 has it for Red Wing, and that is Phillips, who relays it in. Trying to pick it off the boards is number 14, Mitch Johnson. He's checked, and back comes Hutchinson, 2-on-2. Number 10 is Ryan Dolder. Dolder trying to feed it in through to Jeff Martin, but the puck is blocked by the defense and goes off to the side of the goal. Pinching in to intercept is Wagner. He lost control, trying to cut in himself. Now back comes number 15, Quaddy. Clears it deep. Back after it is Wagner for Hutchinson. Spins off a check in back of his goal and banks it off the boards. The Wingers clear it right back in. Tigers will regroup in their own end. 24-0 on the season. Puck bounces off a leg up into the Hutchinson bench, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Hutchinson Tiger blue line.
When you come down in a 2-on-2 situation, each player should take a man. Each defenseman should take one of those forwards. And what was happening in the last moment here was the fact that the Tigers coming down, Dolder was able to hold the puck back, and the defense kept going back. He almost made the play through, but could not quite make it. We have not had a lot of shots in this game, just one by each team at this point in the game.
Is there still a feeling out process going on right now, Tom?
I think it is a little bit more, but I think some of the bigger guns also, when you've got the key players, I think they're ready now. They're into it. The butterflies are gone. They know the importance of getting there, getting some shots in net. You've got to shoot if you're going to score.
Red Wing breaking out, 2-on-1. Here is Helland with the puck. Eric Helland going in, and Cox comes up with a save. Helland is flattened into the corner boards. Pitching in from the point is number 7, Berg, with a shot. Cox decides to hang on to this one. And Red Wings suddenly generating some offense out of their third line.
Nice play by Cox as he just watches the puck all the way. You watch how he just is focused. The puck kind of bounces up there a little bit. A very close play as Kugelin was coming in there with the puck. Could not put it away, and that was probably the best scoring chance that we've had in this game.
A look at Eddie Cox. Had 2 shutouts on the year. 88.4 was his saves percentage on the season. Finished second amongst goalies in the conference at 2.09. Play in front of the goal. Here's a shot right on. Cox comes up with a nice save off of the stick of Quaddy.
Well, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. Mitch Johnson was in the fold right there as that puck came to him. He kicked the shot away, but that was Eddie Cox who makes a save.
There's a break in the action, and we'll be right back with the 95 Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournaments.
A wide view of the outdoors with a patio door from Menard. Assured patio doors feature maintenance-free vinyl construction and a 20-year glass warranty. This sliding patio door is $288. Renovate your bath with corner showers from American Shower and Bath. Choose from an assortment of styles and colors. They're easy to install. White frame showers at $275 each. Save on home remodeling at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
So, you enjoy watching those fancy beer commercials. Well, that's good, because a Clydesdale eats over 5 tons of hay a year. So every time you buy that beer, it's like you're treating a horse to dinner. But if you'd rather put your money where your mouth is, just say PB Army ASAP and have a Pabst. Because we don't spend a lot of money making fancy commercials. We spend it making great beer. And while some may not understand this philosophy, we're quite sure you will.
When the work gets tough in Minnesota, the tough get going to United Stores. And right now, everything you need for a hard day's work is on sale. Tough work boots by famous makers start at just $39.99. Save on Midwest quality gloves, your choice of 3-pack canvas or jersey at just $2.99. Our best white painter pants, bibs, and dungarees start at $14.99. And Caterpillar socks are priced to move. Buy 2 pair, get 1 free. United Outdoor Stores, always working harder to save you money.
Face-off coming to the right of Eddie Cox, in goal for Hutchinson. Face-off is controlled. Here's Johnson for Red Wing, flipping it off to the side of the net. Back forward is defenseman Field for Hutchinson. He's tied up behind the net. Tigers now having a difficult time roaring out of their own zone. Red Wing getting the puck again. Johnson out in front. A shot goes wide. Chasing after it is Pohl. Johnny Pohl tied up. Puck loose out in front again. Here's Pohl after it, number 11, just a freshman, a 9th grader. Pohl trying to get loose, puts it out in front, they score! Mitch Johnson taps it in on the feed from Pohl, and Red Wing opens up the scoring in 1995.
Oh, what a pretty goal that was also, and Mitch Johnson actually started that play about 8 to 10 seconds earlier because he went and he took the defenseman lost the puck, and all of a sudden it was up for grabs. Johnny Pohl got it on the far side, and he knew what to do with it. You'll watch right here as he will control it once he moves in to get the puck here. He'll make the pass across, and all of a sudden there's Mitch Johnson just standing there waiting for it, and he puts it in the net, and the wingers from Red Wing have taken the lead 1-0 in this hockey game.
That's the big line for Red Wing. Mitch Johnson, Johnny Pohl, and Dustin Quaddy. And they draw first blood in the state tournament this year for Johnson, his 38th goal on the season. This guy knows where the net is. Here is Chad Gertis for Hutchinson, clearing it down ice into the Red Wing zone, where the puck hasn't been for recent moments. First guy in for it is Jeff Martin. Martin puts it on in front, a shot right on, the rebound, and a pair of saves for Bryce Berry. In goal for Red Wing. Now on the other door, here's Henke pinching in. Puck is blocked. Trying to roll out of the zone are the wingers, and Eichhorn clears it all the way down. Icing will be charged as he shot it from his side of center. It goes all the way down, and that's an icing violation, bringing a face-off all the way back.
We've heard so much about Hutchinson, a big, strong team, but y'all say one thing. This Red Wing team has come out here with a purpose. They are a quick team. They may not have the size that the Tigers do, but they've got some speed, and I think they have proven that in this first period. They've had some good shots. They've outshot the Tigers 6-1, according to the score clock here, and they lead by a score of 1-0.
There's a loose puck at center. Siddick racing hard after it into the Hutchinson zone, but the last defenseman back broke up the play. He retreats back behind his net again, and this is number 11, Henrik Eriksson, a Swedish exchange student. Gets it up to center ice. Ryan Dolder, their big gun, cuts across the line, gets in close. His shot goes off the defenseman Barry. And now Kuglin. Third line against the top line of Hutchinson. Hutchinson steals a dock and gets it over to Holder, and his shot's wide. Right back in behind the Red Wing goal. Red Wing leading 1-0. Big check thrown down there by Kyle Dolder, just a 9th grader. The two Dolder boys on this team are brothers. Ryan charging in after it. Another big punch thrown by Kyle Dolder, but Red Wing is able to come out of their zone. Tripped up at center ice is number 10, Nate Crow, and there will be a Hutchinson penalty coming up, putting Red Wing on the game's first power play. The score is 1-0. This is High School Hockey 95, live from the St. Paul Civic Center.
You have no time. This is why. A suggestion? Use these guys. And get yourself a babysitter. What brings you the news earlier than anybody else, and you don't even have to embarrass the neighbors to get it? Get the point? You know, the point.
Well, our first penalty of the game goes against Hutchinson. It's going to be Nate Burgard. He's going to be called for tripping right there. You can see him coming in behind there and just pulling down Nate Crow. And so the Wingers go on the power play in a game in which they lead 1-0.
Nate watching the evidence on the replay down in the penalty box. Puck comes back into the Red Wing zone. They're on the power play, and with it is defenseman Jay Barry, their senior captain. Had 32 assists in 25 games this year, Barry did. And he slides it around to the right wing boards, and here come the Wingers. It's a 3-on-2 rush up ice. Drop pass goes to number 12, O'Rourke. His shot's blocked, picked off by the Tigers, and the clearing effort off of the stick of Eric Waldron goes up into the crowd. And a nice good look at Johnny Pohl.
Red Wing on the year had a great power play. They converted almost 50% of their opportunities in the power play, so they are very potent, as you had mentioned before, Wally. They've got some players who can put the puck in the net. That top line of theirs coming in the tournament had a total of 84 goals and 85 assists between the three of them for about 169 points.
Back at center ice is Barry. Getting it up now to Mitch Johnson, who has the game's lone goal. Johnson relays it deep into the zone. Pohl in after it, so is Quaddy, number 15. Pohl getting it back to Barry, back to Pohl at the top of the circle. Now to Barry on the point. A wrist shot is blocked out in front on a nice play by Jeff Martin. Martin out, feeds it out to center ice for Ryan Dolder. Going in, he shoots! He hit the crossbar! And the puck cascades up into the seats behind goaltender Bryce Barry.
That's the quickness, I'll tell you, of Ryan Dolder. He is one of the key players for the Tigers. He's able to move that puck, killing off a penalty. You've got Jay Barry back in that point position. You'll watch how Dolder goes to the far side. You can see Barry coming down to the center ice. That's where the defenseman should go. The shortest route to the net is a straight line. Don't bet the guy right away, but watch here what happens. All of a sudden, he misjudges it. Dolder makes a nice play as he pulls the puck back. Look at that shot off the crossbar, over the net and over the glass, and the stoppage occurs.
Play resumes in the Red Wing zone. Sean Knorr killing it off for Hutchinson. Stalled play up momentarily. Now the wingers break out. It's deflected into the zone by number 19, Eric Eichhorn. Eichhorn chasing it down. Goes after the puck behind the goal. It pops loose. Here's a shot right on goal by Eric Helland. That's blocked by Cox. Second effort is cleared by Jared Whitty. Active in a lot of sports at Hutchinson. Tigers go back behind their net once again. Bank it off the near boards below us, out to center. Picked up once more by Whitty. Here's Whitty reaching the Red Wing blue line and just shooting it in deep. Now only 10 seconds left in the minor penalty to number 7, Nate Burgart. Red Wings slowly back into the Hutchinson zone on the power play. The waning seconds remaining in it. Here's Mitch Johnson going deep. Burgart's penalty time is over, and full strength for Hutchinson. Wingers got only one shot on goal on that power play. Anthony Bowser, who likes to help elementary kids, has the puck, gets it out the center, 2-on-1 unfolding, hits the skate, man loose out in front is Quaddy, but they can't get the puck to him. Here's Johnson once more, firing it out in front, but it hits traffic and goes back to the corner. Nate Burgart takes it there. Pass to the point, not out. A second try does get out to center ice. Here's Justin Martin after it, lets a long-range shot go, and it is sticked wide by Barry, but it's an offside at the blue line. Still just a 1-0 hockey game. This is the state high school hockey tournament from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Every once in a while, somebody, somewhere, figures out a way to make our lives easier. Don't you love progress? Finally, a newscast you can both agree on, because you gotta get some sleep. Get the point? You know, the point.
You could win a $3,000 vacation package in the First Bank Tournament Sweepstakes. Just stop by any First Bank location and ask about First Bank's home equity loan and enter the First Bank Tournament Sweepstakes. Grand prize winners will be announced during the halftime of the boys' AA basketball championship live on KMSP TV UPN 9. So register to win. Along with Tom Reed, I'm Wally Shaver from the St. Paul Civic Center in the first quarterfinal game of the boys' Class A hockey tournament. The biggest sports spectacle in the country. Today. Here come the Tigers. Out of their own zone, leading the rush is Sean Knorr. Trying to trail the play is Jared Whitty, but he's tied up neatly. Now here's a breakout attempt for Eric Eichhorn. Eichhorn drops it into the slot, but a good defensive play by Matt Field. Broke it up. Field now banks it off the boards, but pinching in from the defense post is Nick Phillips, playing it behind the Hutchinson goal. Back after it there is Gertis. Gets it over to his defense partner Wagner, and they lift it out to center. Tigers now on the attack. Hinkie a long shot right on goal. Blocked by Barry. Hinkie following it in after it behind the net, but the wingers are there and do a fine job covering up and manage to clear their zone. Back after it is Wendling for Hutchinson. Long pass out of everybody's reach. 2 forecheckers into the zone for Hutchinson. Puck comes back to the point. A long shot by Erickson goes towards the net. Taking it away from his goalkeeper is defenseman Bowser. Bowser lost out. Taking control now is Jeff Martin. Long shot stopped by Barry. Goes to the behind the goal. Picked up now by Dokken. Dokken, number 9 for Hutchinson. Rubbed out along the wall, but Ryan Dolder is there. Dolder's shot blocked as he was converged on by 2 wingers. Red Wing back on the attack. Across the line is the defenseman Berg, number 7, going in deep. It played out in front, and a long shot there, just wide by Quaddy. Berg again gets it on the far side for Red Wing, but he's tied up, and it's fed ahead by Erickson. Dolder out to center is upended. Trying to carry on is Jeff Martin, but the puck was a little high for him.
Pace has really picked up here in the last few moments of this period. Both teams skating very strongly, and Red Wing, we've been told, has got a type of team that gets a little bit stronger as they go along, and I think that goal they picked up so far, Wally, has given that extra incentive as well.
Almost a bad pass by defenseman Jay Barry in front of his own net, but it's cleared off to the boards. Several players strumming for it. Johnny Pohl tried to bank it ahead, but it's intercepted. Here's Ryan Dolder with a shot just wide. Dolder behind the net trying to, in front of it, trying to take that pass from his line mate, number 18, Justin Martin. Martin now goes behind the goal, has a puck swiped from him, and is cleared down ice by the defenseman Schendel. And Red Wing hunched over, looking a wee bit tired right now on a long shift in their own zone.
Well, that's a good play. When you're having problems in your own zone, you want to get it out of there. And the best way to do that is just ice a puck if you have to. It's always dangerous having a face-off in your own zone, but at the same time, it takes away some of that pressure as well. A lot of support from both of the communities of Hutchinson and also Red Wing. 3,000 people were at the game, I believe, at the Mariucci when Red Wing played against Northfield. And also at Bloomington, the Ice Gardens there, that building was filled to capacity as well when Hutchinson played against Litchfield. So there is a lot of people who are supporting their hockey clubs in the communities.
Score is still 1-0. This is High School Hockey 95, live from the Round Building on Kellogg.
Your life is crazy. You're on the lookout for anything that will save you time. This is for you. What's handier than a 12-footed snowblower? Get the point? You know, the point.
Drunk driving doesn't just kill drunk drivers. If you don't stop your friend from driving drunk, who will? Do whatever it takes.
MSC, the ultimate sports connection.
Want to make a Consumer's Digest Best Buy an even better buy? Well, right now, we're offering $1,000 cash back on every Dodge Caravan. Not just some, every one. Add in up to $1,100 in package value discounts, and you can take up to $2,100 off America's best-selling minivan. Or choose 4.9 financing instead. So hurry to the Dodge National Best Buy sale. Right now, current Chrysler Corporation minivan owners get an additional $500 cash back.
Replace your storm and screen door with an Emco Forever Door from Menards. It's guaranteed not to crack, split, rot, or dent as long as you own your home. Now $176. Add a new look to decks with indoor-outdoor carpet. Status features a ribbed construction, now $374 a square yard. Bellowstone has a soft textured surface at $593. Find spring savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Tom, you were talking about the strong support Red Wing had in some of their playoff games. For this tournament, they sold 1,100 tickets in 1 hour at the high school. They are anxious to be here. For Red Wing, This is the first team in 17 years of winter sports teams that have made it to a tournament, and the first ever for the hockey club. And Red Wing has always been a very good hockey town. Hutchinson Tigers trying to roll out of their own zone. They're stopped at their own blue line by Nick Phillips, who just drives it right back in. And the goaltender Cox, who wants to go on to be a biology major in college, clears it behind his net. Tigers starting up from there. Ross Wendling tried to clear it out, but Red Wing putting on a tenacious checking effort. Long shot from the point by Phillips is directed up into the crowd by Cox, and that'll stop play.
That's a good deflection by the goaltender as well. He's got perfect vision of that puck coming from the point, and he's able just to put it up high over top and get a stoppage of play.
Line changes for both teams going on. Eichhorn coming out for Red Wing to take the face-off opposite Ryan Dolder. Eichhorn pulls it back to Siddick. Onto the point, now back to Siddick, number 9. Here is Siddick trying to dance out in front. He does, but he's checked from behind by Martin and can't relay the shot. Now back up the right side comes Ryan Dolder. Dolder has a man out in front, but can't get the pass through 2 Red Wing players. Here's Dolder again to the backhander, right on goal, and a nice save there by Barry. Red Wing bounces it out to center to take the heat off. This is a big line for Hutchinson. Here they come again. Ryan Dolder drops it off, but it's right onto the stick of number 19, Eric Eichhorn of Red Wing. Wingers backing up in their own end. Puck is cleared and apparently did come outside the zone, and as Hutchinson brought it in, a couple of teammates were trapped offside.
A look at the Hutchinson bench right now, and we talked about Todd Grinnan before. He's in his 7th year as a coach here. He spent a year at Owatonna, but interesting, he was a high school graduate in 1980. You watch right here is Dolder coming in with the puck. He got the initial shot away. He was beaten. He got right back up, got on the play again, made the play, and the Tigers coming very close to putting it in.
Back to live action with Red Wing leading 1-0. We've got 10 seconds left in the first period. They're just going to try to eat out this clock here back behind the net, but it's stolen. Cutting out in front is Jared Whitty, but he's ridden outside by the defenseman Brooks Bird, number 7, and that does enough damage to tick that clock down. The last couple of seconds to expire the first period, but we have a injured Red Wing player. That is Mitch Johnson, the game's only goal scorer, who is squirming around in some pain right in front of his bench. And that would be a blow if he can't come back for Mitch Johnson, who is the right wing on that top line for Red Wing.
He's a competitor. I'm sure you're going to see him back. He's still down the ice right now as being looked at by longtime trainer Jimmy Marshall.
Okay, we've come to a conclusion for the first period of play. The first bank scoreboard shows Red Wing up by a 1-0 count. We'll be back for our first intermission in a moment.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that could make your life a little bit easier tonight? Okay, we'll throw in the babysitter too. Get the point? You know, the point. Information you don't have to wait for.
Can what makes a car look good also make it safer? You'll find the answer in the new Dodge Stratus. Because along with dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, and ultra-high-strength steel door beams, even the car's shape helps us add side impact protection. It's nice to know that all that is in here, because all this is out there. New Dodge Stratus. It's full of answers.
The paint that's just right for walls. Lucite from Menards. Lucite interior flat paint gives a beautiful look to walls in one coat. On sale for $7.93 after $2 mail-in rebate. Enhance the beauty of wood with Minwax. Wood finish stains give a rich look, now $4.29 a quart. Polyurethane protects wood surfaces. Just $3.69 after mail-in rebate. Check out the savings at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When the work gets tough in Minnesota, the tough get going to United Stores. And right now, everything you need for a hard day's work is on sale. Tough work boots by Famous Makers start at just $39.99. Save on Midwest quality gloves, your choice of 3-pack canvas or jersey at just $2.99. Our best white painter pants, bibs, and dungarees start at $14.99. And Caterpillar socks are priced to move. Buy 2 pair, get 1 free. United Outdoor Stores, always working harder to save you money.
We're ready to go for period number 2. Linesman Matt Brank is set to drop the puck. And we're underway. The lone goal of the game coming by Mitch Johnson of Red Wing halfway through. Now here's a steal and a shot right on goal by Hutchinson right off the bat. That was Sean Knorr with 14 goals on the year and a huge save for Bryce Berry.
Boy, it really was a nice save too. Knorr just coming in there. Watch right here what happens. All of a sudden, defenseman goes to make the pass, but he hits it right on the stick. Jay Berry making a bad play there, and you can see Sean Knorr coming in. He tried to go top shelf with it, but also a great save on the part of Bryce Berry, who got that glove up and kept it from going into the net. That came in just 8 seconds into the second period.
Yikes.
Those are mistakes. Whenever you make a pass across the ice like that, you've got to make certain there's nothing in your way, because if it does hit something or you falter on it, someone's going to break in. That's a perfect example of what can happen.
That's brotherly love. Jay Berry coughed it up. His brother Bryce made the save. I'm sure Bryce gave him a piece of his mind there too on that one. Home. Player resumes in the Red Wing zone. Here is Berry for it, sliding it around to his defense partner Phillips. Nick Phillips banks it off the boards, but Hutchinson trying to hold it in is still bouncing around off of some legs. Finally comes back to Jay Berry again.
Red Wing really having a problem with their passing plays right now. They're not making the pass. You've seen about 4 or 5 times in the second period early on where they've tried to make a pass. It's not on the sticks. And as a result, the Tigers from Hutchinson able to capitalize on it and keep that puck in that offensive zone for Hutchinson.
A big opening shift for the Tigers as they get that great shot on goal to start things off. And now the next unit comes out and they'll try to keep that momentum going. Back for Red Wing is a defenseman Bowser. The puck deflects up into the stands. Or no, it was tied up under a body, so we'll have a face-off back in the neutral zone. Brink, the linesman, will drop the puck. And Red Wing wins the face-off. It goes over to the left side, but just out of the reach of Sidik. Comes back into the defensive zone. Here's Bowser with it again for the Wingers. Banks it off the boards to center ice, taken by the Tigers there, and shot right back in by number 11, Henrik Eriksson. Wingers try the other side of the rink this time, get some success, come up across the line, but it's poked away from number 19, Eric Eichhorn. Eichhorn stays down low, takes a pass from his centerman, O'Rourke. Eichhorn behind the net is knocked down on the play by number 11, Eriksson. Tigers regain possession, and here they come up out of their own zone. Ryan Dolder lost the puck at center, and it's cleared right back into the zone by Red Wing. Wingers doing a good job standing up in the neutral zone. They go with kind of a pro-style attack here, or defensive scheme, Tom, going with that neutral zone trap. Red Wing trying to blow it out of the zone, and they do. Carrying the play right now is Klugelin. Getting it across to Helland. Helland trying to drop it back to the defenseman Berg, up to join the play, but it doesn't click. They keep the puck in the zone, and a pass comes right towards the netminder Cox. And Eddie Cox will create a face-off.
He was not taking any chances there. Dixon Klugelin was coming in at the same time, and he was going to make certain that he had a piece of that puck. And so Cox just very alertly and very wisely, if you're not sure who's in the area, hang on to it.
Both of these teams play their regular seasons in the Minnesota Conference. Hutchinson obviously won it with an unblemished record. Red Wing finished 3rd in the conference on the year, behind Hutchinson and Northfield. Tigers on the rush. Here's a long shot. Blocked by the goalkeeper Berry, and there's a collision knocking the net off its moorings. So we'll reposition the pipes and have the face-off staying in the Red Wing zone to the left. The goalkeeper, Bryce Berry.
Well, the goaltender's #1 focus is on the puck. I know he's worried about the men coming in there at the same time, but there's no goal scored if it doesn't go over the goal line. And he was just making sure he knew where that puck was and able to hang on to it, although the net came off of its magnets.
Hutchinson controls play from the face-off. Play it back towards the point, a long shot, and Barry again hangs on to this one. Both teams are making a line change, and we'll take a timeout here with the action still a 1-0 game. You're watching the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournaments.
Yeah. Your life is nuts. Pizza delivery is your idea of a dream sequence. Have we got a newscast for you? Now, an innovation that makes as much sense to a busy person as a fax. Get the point? You know, the point.
The most exclusive entertainment event of the year is back. 101.3 KTWB Star Party 1995. May 1st at Glam Slam. Featuring All for One, Crystal Waters, Firehouse, The Human League. The tickets you can't buy anywhere are available now just for listening to 101.3 KTWB.
During the Dodge National Best Buy sale, we've made Dodge Intrepid an even better buy thanks to Intrepid's biggest incentives ever. Like up to $1,897 off, including up to $1,500 cash towards your down payment. Or select 4.9 financing instead of cash savings. So buy now, and Dodge Intrepid, the car that changed everything, can substantially change your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
When the work gets tough in Minnesota, the tough get going to United Stores. And right now, everything you need for a hard day's work is on sale. Tough work boots by famous makers start at just $39.99. Save on Midwest quality gloves, your choice of 3-pack canvas or jersey at just $2.99. Our best white painter pants, bibs, and dungarees start at $14.99. And Caterpillar socks are priced to move. Buy 2 pair, get 1 free. United Outdoor Stores, always working harder to save you money.
Long goal of the game coming off the stick of Mitch Johnson for Red Wing. He's on the ice now. We saw him hurt at the end of the first period, but he's obviously okay. Behind his goal is Barry. Cleared it to the blue line, but not out. He'll get a second try. Goes across ice to Johnson. Too far for him. Goaltender Cox now lets it get beyond the red goal line, and that's an icing call charged against Red Wing. It'll force a face-off all the way back down into their zone.
Yeah, I think there may have been a problem with the face-off right now. We're going to see where they're going to drop that puck. I think the officials ruled that it had hit a stick, and therefore the face-off will come at the center ice position.
Number 22 for Hutchinson is Sean Knorr. Number 11 for Red Wing is Johnny Pohl, just a freshman, a 9th grader, in his first state tourney appearance. A pass is blocked. Here comes Whitty across the line. His effort is out of the reach of the winger on the play, and Nick Phillips goes back of his goal for Red Wing. Slides it around to the other side now for Quaddy. Quaddy can't clear it. Lobbed right back to the corner. Hutchinson putting on some pressure. They have controlled the early stages of this second period. Johnson trying to come out, but it's swept off his stick by Henke. Second try brings the puck to center. Tigers will go back behind the net, and Erickson has control. Erickson's pass now up to Knorr. Knorr to the left side for Whitty. A long shot rises wide of the Red Wing goal. Almost came out in front, but Berg clears it away. Now Eichhorn. Up for Johnson. Too far. And Red Wing being bottled up in their own zone. They try some touch passes. That's still not working. Finally, Johnson gets to the puck. And here comes Mitch Johnson. Shooting it in. And heading to the bench on a player change. Wingers holding it at the blue line as Berg plays it back down low. Behind the net now is number 12, O'Rourke, getting it loose, but Hutchinson intercepts. And here come the black-clad Tigers across the line. Slowing up at the line is Ryan Dolder, playing it to the corner for Dock, and he put it in front. But it's swept away from there by the defenseman Berg. Now it's played back out in front again for Dolder, but he's tied up. Slapped off the boards and all the way down the ice by Brooks Berg, the all-conference football player, and they'll take an icing. The Tigers are on a roll, but they are still scoreless. We'll be right back with the 1995 Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament.
You have no time. This is why. A suggestion? Use these guys. And get yourself a babysitter. What brings you the news earlier than anybody else? And you don't even have to embarrass the neighbors to get it? Get the point? You know, the point.
During the Dodge National Best Buy sale, we've made Dodge Intrepid an even better buy thanks to Intrepid's biggest incentives ever. Like up to $1,897 off, including up to $1,500 cash towards your down payment. Or select 4.9 financing instead of cash savings. So buy now, and Dodge Intrepid, the car that changed everything, can substantially change your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Face off to the left, the Red Wing goalkeeper, Bryce Berry. And off the draw, it's defenseman Berg taking it, ringing it around to the right side. Helen trying to get it off the boards, but he can't. Sidestepping a check there and trying to come back in is the defenseman Gertis, putting it out in front. The puck is loose. Golder trying a shot, can't tee it up. Now finally is taken from the point by Justin Martin wide. Helen again for Red Wing. Goes to the side boards, but Hutchinson flooding that side. Helen in momentarily. Now Helen brings it up through neutral. He lost the puck. Here is Crow with it, shooting it back into the Hutchinson end. Cox leaves it up the side of his goal cage. And backboard is the defenseman Gertis. Chad Gertis, check, gets it ahead, but not out. Helen had it momentarily, lost the puck, and the Tigers take over. This time they'll regroup behind their net. Hutchinson representing Section 6A. Slapped around to the other door by the defenseman Wagner. It goes back to the point, escapes everybody. There will be no icing here. Hustling back after it is Jay Berry. Would like to go to college for biology and pre-med. He is a senior this year. Gets the puck across the line, but it's broken up by the Tigers. Now roaring after it down the left side. Coming into the zone is Whitty. Whitty goes behind the Red Wing goal. Whitty still with the puck. Puts it out in front. It bounces off a leg right on goal. And Barry smothers it.
Sean Knorr was standing right on the doorstep, too. A good play by Jared Whitty, the junior. He was in behind the net. And he was really mucking it along the corner, which you have to do so often. Those are when you win the little races. When you do that so often, you'll win those games. He gets the puck back out in front of here after making a nice turnaround play. You'll see Knorr come into the fold right here. It goes off of him momentarily, but you could also see Bryce Berry just grabbing onto that puck. But Hutchinson coming very close. They've had a much stronger second period than they had in the first period.
Boy, have they ever. Here is Henke trying to feed Knorr, too far. Shot in by the wingers. The defenseman Wendling plays it around to the other side, having trouble clearing it out. Pressure being applied, but Erickson for Hutchinson moves it up the left side to Whitty. Pinching in from the defense post was Barry, keeping it in for Red Wing. Now Barry trying to cut in, lets a wrist shot go way wide to the corner. Wendling takes it out of there for Hutchinson. Banked off the wall, but Barry again holding his post at the blue line. Lost out. Here's a 3-on-1. Whitty across the line. The wrist shot just rolling wide to the left. Goalkeeper Barry comes out. Clears it off the boards. Knorr pinching in. Had the puck momentarily on a shot, but it's cleared back out the center by Red Wing. Hutchinson driving it right back in. Forechecking pressure applied. Dawkin, number 9 for Hutchinson, trying to pry it loose. Ryan Dolder down there as well. Takes his man down. Dolder then falls. Puck back to the point. Wagner with a blast. Hits the leg. Picking it up is Ryan Dolder. Putting it out in front, but it hits another sprawled out Red Wing player. Now on the point, Wagner lets a shot go, and that hits the stick going wide. Picking it up is Jeff Martin, but there's a whistle. There'll be an interference penalty coming up against the Tigers. With the score, Red Wing 1, Hutchinson 0. This is a high school hockey 95 tournament live from the St. Paul Civic Center.
When the work gets tough in Minnesota, the tough get going to United Stores. And right now, everything you need for a hard day's work is on sale. Tough work boots by famous makers start at just $39.99. Save on Midwest quality gloves, your choice of 3-pack canvas or jersey at just $2.99. Our best white painter pants, bibs, and dungarees start at $14.99. And Caterpillar socks are priced to move. Buy 2 pair, get 1 free. United Outdoor Stores, always working harder to save you money.
Well, Mark Dockin is going to be called for interference as he just took his man right out of the play by the side of the net. And so this will mean that Hutchinson will be shorthanded for the second time in this hockey game.
Face off in the neutral zone. Second power play underway now, but Hutchinson, as they have dominated here, still have the puck. Jeff Martin finally lost it as he is tied up. And here's Eichhorn across center, playing it deep into the Hutchinson end. Tigers getting back first for it. Lots of time for Gertis. Finds an open man cruising through center, puts it on Ryan Dolder's stick. Dolder has Jeff Martin with him. Dolder, some fine effort killing it off, plays it back to the point. Gertis with a shot, and that's blocked by Barry. Now here's Berg with it. Berg lost the puck, but Bowser is there to carry on. And Anthony Bowser, captain in youth hockey, plays it ahead. Banked out to center, and Hutchinson takes over.
You have to be very careful of Hutchinson. Even though they're killing a penalty, they scored 13 shorthanded goals on the season.
Yeah.
And you saw right there also Ryan Dolder controlling that puck, making the plays, and the Tigers almost capitalized on it.
Bowser pushing the puck ahead for number 20, Kuglin. He shot it in. Tigers lay it right back down ice, catching Red Wing on a line change. And this power play has not done much on this particular effort. Out across center. Pohl had it knocked away from him. Driven right back in by Erickson. And Hutchinson doing a superb job killing this off. 30 seconds left in the power play for Hutchinson for make that Red Wing. Here they come on the attack. Shot on goal. It's taken away from the goalkeeper. Pohl puts it out in front. Scramble for it. Here's a try by O'Rourke, and it goes off to the corner. Out-muscling a man to try to clear it was Whitty, but it's not out. Now the puck comes over to the other side. But finally, it's picked up by the Tigers and bumped to center. Barry back into the zone for it. Here is Erickson, number 11 for Hutchinson. Penalty has just expired to Dawkins, so Hutchinson back at full strength. Red Wing got 1 shot on goal, and that's their first of the period. Hutchinson has had 5 shots in this period. 5:16 to go as the play is stalled up at the side of the Hutchinson net. Score is still Red Wing 1, Hutchinson nothing. This is
last 12 months. We've introduced more new cars and trucks than anyone else. Now we're celebrating. It's your Chevrolet Geo dealer's open house, where you'll find great deals on the newest cars and trucks from Chevrolet. From the all-new Cavalier to the all-new Lumina. From the Monte Carlo to the all-new Blazer. Never in just 1 year has anyone introduced so many new products. Never again will there be an event like this. It's the open house celebration going on now at your Heartland Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Hutchinson doing a good job of killing off that penalty. They only allowed 1 shot on net in that situation, and when you've got specialty teams like that, and so often when you get into tournaments, the specialty teams are the teams that really make the difference.
Here's Jeff Martin trying to come up for Hutchinson. Stopped at center ice. Now Kurt Wagner gets it. Back forward for Red Wing is Jay Barry. Around to his partner Phillips. Now up for Siddick. Siddick across the line. Lets the wrist shot go. It goes off the leg of the defenseman Gertis into the corner. Now pried out of there by Berg. Make that number 12 O'Rourke. O'Rourke has Siddick with him, number 9. Siddick coming out of the corner of the puck for Red Wing. Here is Siddick going back behind the Hutchinson goal. Siddick spinning away from traffic as Gertis tries to wrap him up. Siddick knocked down. Now the puck loose. It's come out in front, and a great chance there for Siddick, but he's backhanded it wide as he was hauled down, and there'll be a penalty against Hutchinson once again.
Well, Siddick with some good size. He was back in the corner. He's 6'1", 180 pounds. Very tough to knock down, and finally he was just hooked down. And that penalty is going to go against Kurt Wagner. It's going to be a hooking call. As you'll watch it once again. He's coming out there. That's not a bad penalty, because if you don't hook him down, he's going to be all by himself.
Yep.
And so as a result, once again, the Tigers will be short-handed. This is the third power play for the Wingers, and eventually something has got to click. They've been pretty strong all season long, as we told you, almost capitalizing on 50% of their power play situations.
Off the draw, Red Wing controls. Johnny Pohl with the puck. Number 11, Pohl playing it back towards the point. Here is Jay Barry with it. Barry fakes the shot, gets it in close. The one-time effort by Pohl is partially fanned on. Pohl, number 11, after it, but the opposite number 11, Erickson, has it for Hutchinson. Relaying it ahead now for number 20, Jared Whitty. Whitty across the line. A rink-wide pass now to Knorr. Sends it towards the net, but hold on. There's an offside in the process.
So often the fans get a little bit carried away here, and you can't always hear the whistles. I think the players heard of it, the majority of players. But the fans are looking for something. They're looking for that pressure once again to be sustained. And so often the fans, too, can send some of their energy down onto the ice level. And it certainly helps to get their team up. When you're from small communities we talked about before, it helps to have a good following and attendance, because it makes a team play that much better.
On the rush is Mitch Johnson, the game's lone goal scorer. Playing a puck back to the point to Barry, to Pohl, back to Barry. He winds, he fires, he scores! Jay Barry! Two-0, Red Wing Wingers.
Jay Barry is the quarterback on the power play. Watch the give-and-go situation here. A good, and you can see him unload that shot. Upper shelf, he puts it in. That's the importance, once again, putting the puck onto the stick. And I believe that may be O'Rourke who gets one of the assists on that play by that, but you'll watch Jay Barry. That puck seemed to have eyes. A lot of players in front of the goaltender. He could not pick up on it, and it becomes a 2-0 game in favor of Red Wing as they score on the power play. The assist will go to number 12, Brendan O'Rourke, and also to number 14, Mitch Johnson.
Power play goal, and Tom, just like you had called, eventually those penalties are going to haunt you, and that one cost Hutchinson big time. 2-0 Red Wing. 3:12 left to go here in the second period. Here's a shot. Oh, and that's just wide by Jeff Martin of Hutchinson. Martin chasing it down on the far side. Puck goes to the corner, rung around now by Berg of Red Wing, and over to his partner, Bowser. Up to Siddick. Banked off the wall, but not out. Trying to keep it alive is Dawkin for Hutchinson. He lost it. Now the puck a little bit behind number 6, Mark Bang for Red Wing. Another freshman on this team with 4 goals on the year. Long shot by Ryan Dolder is wide. Played back down low now for Martin. Martin trying to get it out in front for Dolder. He's checked, picking up the loose effort. There is Bowser. Puck to the blue line. It didn't come out. It's got to go all the way across the blue line to be offside, but that wasn't the case. Now at the left point, faking a shot is Field. Plays it around the boards to the opposite side, but they were changing on the go. Nobody there quite yet. And now Hutchinson has to regroup from neutral. As it's dumped in, the puck is cleared right back out. Here is Matt Field with it. Likes to referee hockey in his spare time. Shot it across the line, but Red Wing coming right back up the left wing boards. And they make a player change as the play is right in front of their bench. Berg shooting it in. Banked by Erickson off the wall, back to center. Red Wing right back in. Now it has to be handled by Eddie Cox, and he wants to take a line change here. Both teams will. The score is now 2-0 Red Wing, and this is High School Hockey 95 live from the Civic Center.
Every once in a while, somebody, somewhere, figures out a way to make our lives easier. Don't you love progress? Finally, a newscast you can both agree on, because you gotta get some sleep. Get the point? You know, the point.
Unfortunately, Pabst isn't a billion-dollar brewery like Bud, Miller, or Coors, so we don't have millions to pour into big, fancy advertising campaigns. We'd rather pour our money into the beer that you pour into your mug. Guess that's why cold-filtered Pabst Genuine Draft has the great taste that never fades, and why people call Pabst Light the brighter light. Hey, what do you want? Great ads or great beer? We thought so.
When the work gets tough in Minnesota, the tough get going to United Stores. And right now, everything you need for a hard day's work is on sale. Tough work boots by famous makers start at just $39.99. Save on Midwest quality gloves, your choice of 3-pack canvas or jersey at just $2.99. Our best white painter pants, bibs, and dungarees start at $14.99. And Caterpillar socks are priced to move. Buy 2 pair, get 1 free. United Outdoor Stores, always working harder to save you money.
The most exclusive entertainment event of the year is back. 101.3 KTWB Star Party 1995. May 1st at Glam Slam. Featuring All for One, Crystal Waters, Firehouse, The Human League. The tickets you can't buy anywhere are available now just for listening to 101.3 KTWB.
Within this 85-mile circle of the metropolitan Twin Cities, Feldman Mercedes-Benz is St. Paul's nearest and Minneapolis' only Mercedes-Benz dealer. Feldman is Minnesota's first dealer to offer Sunday service with you, the customer, in mind. That's Sunday service by factory-trained technicians from Feldman, a customer satisfaction leader with unparalleled import service. Feldman service, 7 days a week, 8 minutes west of the airport on 494.
Hutchinson got here by beating Delano Rockford Watertown 9-1, then edged past Benilde St. Margaret's 4-1, and finally beat Litchfield Dassel Cokato 6-5 in the championship game of Section 6. Third and final period underway, and the play moves immediately down into the Hutchinson zone where defenseman Kurt Wagner has it. Wagner, number 21, National Honor Society student with a 3.7 GPA. Gets it to the blue line, not out, as Nick Phillips relays it right back in for Red Wing. Red Wing already applying some good forechecking pressure. They move it back to the point. Phillips to Barry, he scores! Red Wing goes ahead 3-0, and that shot from the point by defenseman Jay Barry.
It's almost like that puck had eyes. That was not a hard shot, but the captain of the Wingers let a good shot going. We'll see if it was touched in front or not. It may have been, but the key is to get the shot on the target. You watch right now, he moves in. Kind of a snap right there. You could also see coming across in front was Dan Siddick. Whether he'll get credit for the goal, I'm not sure, but a good shot by Jay Barry, the senior, and the older brother, Bryce Barry, the goaltender. And now they're going to give it appears to be to Dan Siddick for just getting a piece of that puck. And justice for all, as the Red Wings have taken the lead 3-0.
Well, that's a big mountain now for Hutchinson to try to overcome. A very stingy team is Red Wing in a defensive mode, and they have certainly got the ball in their court right now. They've allowed only 61 goals all year. That's a 2.54 goals against average on the season. Siddick does get the goal from Barry and O'Rourke. So Barry and O'Rourke now each with 2 points on the game. Red Wing back on the rush. Coming across the line is Pohl, but he's ridden out of the play. And it's back to neutral. Pohl shoots it in, even though a teammate Johnson is offside. And here come the Tigers. Stopped at center. Puck fired in by Quaddy. Behind the goal, a wraparound attempt. That carries wide. And back comes Hutchinson. They need all the offense they can muster right now, but they're changing on the go. And Red Wing banks it off the boards back to neutral ice. Fresh onto the ice is number 21 of Hutchinson. Wagner clearing it deep into the zone. Barry ducking a check, fell behind his goal, but gets up and still has the puck. Barry, 4 years, an honor roll student. Headman's at the center, and flattened on a beautiful hip check was Kuglin. And he may be a little shook up there on a hard jolt right at the line.
You come across that line, you've got to have your head up and know where you're going. Nate Crow also shaken up on that play as he came across and took a pretty good hit. It appears that he's going to be okay at this point. But right now, the Red Wing fans are standing up trying to do the wave here. They know they smell a victory here, but still 13 minutes to go in the third.
Play in behind the Hutchinson goal. Taking the pass is Wagner, headmanning it now out to center ice for Ryan Dolder. Dolder is hooked up from behind and dropped to the ice by number 16, Nick Phillips, the Red Wing defenseman, and Phillips is going to get the gate.
This is one of the things I talked about, Wally, the fact that your key players on Hutchinson, like the Dolders, are not getting those opportunities because they are just being bothered all the time. Every time you turn around, they've got a good checking player right on top of them. And as a result, it will be a penalty going against Nick Phillips. He was not going to give up any ground. A nice little play also on the part of Ryan Dolder to get a power play. He made it look good as well. But that penalty coming at 2 minutes and 17 seconds of the third period.
Not a happy feeling for Nick Phillips. It's early in the period. And now the power play will unfold for Hutchinson. They have Ryan Dolder, Jeff Martin, and Dawkin all up front. Puck comes back to the point for Gertis. He lost out. Pohl has it. Banks it off the boards all the way down ice. You know, I'm really impressed with this Pohl kid for Red Wing, Tom. He's only a freshman, a 9th grader, and he has logged a lot of ice time, including special teams out here right now.
Well, he also has the second most points in that team, and as you said, for a freshman, that is quite an accomplishment. Of course, his dad, Jim, who's the athletic director down at Red Wing, started the hockey program back in 1974. And they finally, all those years of going to Hastings, using the rink there, finally paid off as they have their own rink now. And the hockey program has really come along.
Jeff Martin takes the puck into the zone for Hutchinson. Rolls it into the corner for Ryan Dolder. Dolder trying to feed it over to Mark Dawkin. Does. Dawkin back to Dolder. Dolder pinned up along the boards by Jay Berry. Berry lost his glove, picks it back up. Dolder has the puck. Relays it to the point now for Wagner. Back to Dolder, trying to cut in on the backhand side. Can't release the shot. Berg takes it, turns it off the boards, not out. Wagner holding it in, fires it, hits the skate of a defenseman right out in front. That was Bowser, and almost went into his own net. Bowser, number 4 for Red Wing, cranks it off the glass, and it scoots past the defenseman Gertis, and Chad Gertis brought it in offside.
Wally, you saw Dolder with the puck once again. He's not getting the shot to the net, and that's where the team from Red Wing has done such a good job. That fellow right there, George Nemec, the manager, has done a good job here of getting this team to play so well defensive. There's a shot also coming off the defenseman's skate, and look how close it was. He's able to clear that shot, but Hutchinson not getting the shot through to the target.
Opportunity for Hinkie, who chases it down into the corner. Second power play unit now out there for Hutchinson. Back on the point, here is Erickson whacking it back to that corner. Trying to pry it loose is number 22, Knorr. Knorr lost out, and Berry clears it all the way down. 12 seconds left in the power play for Hutchinson. They trail 3-0. Pohl falls for Red Wing. Still bouncing around. Finally, heading up ice is Knorr. Sean Knorr plays football and tennis. Leaves it across the line. Winding up from the point. There's a blast by Field. Blocked and cleared by Red Wing. The Wingers changing on the go.
Hutchinson had no shots on net in that whole entire segment of the power play.
Here's a steal. O'Rourke, long shot going wide. And a whistle. It looks like an injured player down on the ice. It's a Red Wing player. There's a pause. We'll be right back with the 95 Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament from St. Paul.
Prepare your storm and screen door with right products from Menard. Choose from locks, closures, latches, and more on sale now. This knob latch is $4.49. A pneumatic door closure is $3.98. Install a low-maintenance aluminum soffit and fascia system. They're ideal for roof overhangs, and they never need painting. A 16-inch by 12-foot soffit panel is $9.88. Improve your home with savings from Menard.
Save big money at Menards.
When the work gets tough in Minnesota, the tough get going to United Stores. And right now, everything you need for a hard day's work is on sale. Tough work boots by famous makers start at just $39.99. Save on Midwest quality gloves, your choice of 3-pack canvas or jersey at just $2.99. Our best white painter pants, bibs, and dungarees start at $14.99. And Caterpillar socks are priced to move. Buy 2 pair, get 1 free. United Outdoor Stores, always working harder to save you money.
The most exclusive entertainment event of the year is back. 101.3 KTWB Star Party 1995. May 1st at Glam Slam. Featuring All for One, Crystal Waters, Firehouse, The Human League. The tickets you can't buy anywhere are available now just for listening to 101.3 KTWB.
It takes so little to save our rivers and oceans for future generations. If we use less toxic household cleaners, we protect a little. Fewer lawn care chemicals, a little more. And recycling used motor oil gains us so much. In fact, there are many things we can do in our everyday lives that can help stop water pollution forever. Clean water. If we all do a little, we can do a lot. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council and the Ad Councils of the U.S. and Japan.
Next game up here at the St. Paul Civic Center, we'll have Totino Grace with a 24-1 record going up with Chisago Lakes, who come in with a 12-13-1 record, the worst record of any team entering this year's State High School Boys Tournament. But don't underestimate what Chisago Lakes might be able to do.
Well, you can tell there's some agony there right now as the Red Wing player is still down on the ice. Not quite sure if that's O'Rourke or not. You'll watch right here. He's going to take a pretty good hit. And you see how he's off balance there? What happens? He got right there, how he gets on the knee. Oh, boy.
It's all locked up.
Yeah, it's all locked up right there. Nate Burgart was the guy who came down on top of him. And Brendan O'Rourke is a big part of this hockey club with the Wingers. He is one of their captains. He's the senior. And really, he's one of the guys, a good two-way player, up and down, very physical. He's got the size at 6 foot, 165 pounds. And boy, when you've got your weight shifted onto the knee like that, which is the way you're supposed to when you take that shot, as you follow through. If you take a shot from the outside, you are very vulnerable at that point. And we'll see what transpires that. We'll try and get an update as to the injury situation.
Yeah, and I don't like the look of it, Tom, with that left knee, the way it was all tangled up as he went into those boards. It looks like there could be some ligament damage in there. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, we're not sure.
We're speculating,
but that's all it is. Get him in the dressing room, and you know these players are used to playing with injuries, and they get in there and get some ice on it and see exactly what it is. He may be okay. We hope it is. When you get to this point of the season, you want to continue in the first game of the high school tournament, and your team's leading 3-0. You want to go right to the end.
Brendan O'Rourke is the injured player. We'll be back to bring you an update on his condition when we return to the St. Paul Civic Center.
The most exclusive entertainment event of the year is back. 101.3 KTWB Star Party 1995. May 1st at Glam Slam. Featuring All for One, Crystal Waters, Firehouse, The Human League. The tickets you can't buy anywhere are available now just for listening to 101.3 KTWB.
So what'll it be? 2 beers? I said 2 beers or not 2 beers. That is the question.
Whether you order 1 or 2 beers, Hamm's is always the beer refreshing.
Hamm's the beer refreshing. Hamm's.
Want to make a Consumer's Digest Best Buy an even better buy? Well, right now, we're offering $1,000 cash back on every Dodge Caravan. Not just some, every one. Add in up to $1,100 in package value discounts, and you can take up to $2,100 off America's best-selling minivan. Or choose 4.9 financing instead. So hurry to the Dodge National Best Buy sale. Right now, current Chrysler Corporation minivan owners get an additional $500 cash back.
Time for big savings on outdoor home projects at Menards. American Pride vinyl siding will dress up your home, plus save you time. It's maintenance-free with a lifetime warranty starting at $298 each. Then fix up your roof with Owens Corning fiberglass shingles. These self-sealing shingles have a 20-year warranty. Choose from several colors, now $4.99 after mail-in rebates. Start your home projects at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The old Minnesota Gopher trainer, Jimmy Marshall, is down there helping out. And they're slowly escorting the injured Brendan O'Rourke, the team captain, off the ice.
Yeah, this is a very unfortunate situation. What looked like it was going to be an instant play, and you certainly can't fault the players. It's a physical game. They just came into him as he was up on one leg. As I mentioned before, you're wide open to that, and you can tell by the grimace on his face that he's in a little bit of agony right now on that left leg of his.
And they're not even going to the bench. They're just going to guide him right off the ice here and get him into the training room here and take a good look at that left leg.
One thing about the State High School League, they do a great job from the medical staff here to make certain the players are well taken care of. So if there's an injury, they got one of the top trainers out there in the likes of Jimmy. And saw him walking around the shopping cart earlier. I asked him if he was going grocery shopping. He said, no, I'm just bringing all my stuff that I'm going to need for this tournament.
His loss will be felt. Brendan O'Rourke has 2 assists in this game. He assisted on Jay Berry's power play goal in the second period. And on the goal by Dan Siddick here in the third period. 3-0, a big lead for Red Wing as Todd Grina nervously chomps on. 7 years as head coach at Hutchinson, spent 1 year at Owatonna, and went to college at St. Cloud State University.
He works actually for the Hutchinson Middle School in the administrative department there. Probably as a assistant principal, I believe. Or with the role of an assistant principal.
Back to live action. Hutchinson on the attack. Jeff Martin's shot glances off the stick of Berg wide of the goal, and here's Bowser with it for Red Wing. Winging it around to the other side for Siddick. He can't hang on to it. Hutchinson takes over, and a long-range shot from the side wall by Wagner is on goal. Actually a little off target, but gloved and held anyways by Bryce Berry.
Bryce Berry doing a nice job of just hanging onto that puck. We have not seen rebounds at all from either goaltender. Of course, we haven't had a lot of shots either. But at the same time, these goaltenders are making certain that puck comes there. They're not going to give it up and give the other team an opportunity to get that loose puck and put it in.
We've played over 5 minutes here in the third period and only 1 shot on goal. That was by Red Wing, and it went in. To the left of the goal. In the Red Wing zone is the Biscuit. Trying to stick handle his way through traffic was Crow, but he's tied up. Pops out in front. Grabbed off by the defense. And sliding it out the center is Bowser as he goes down stomach first. Now it's cleared right back into the Red Wing zone by the defenseman Wagner. He gets his hand on the puck a lot in this game. Now Eichhorn had it momentarily for Red Wing. Hutchinson again applying pressure. Finally lifted out of the zone and back to neutral ice by Siddick. Cleared right back in. Trying to work his way out. A backhand shot there by number 20, Whitty, goes wide. Red Wing banks it off the boards back to neutral, and Erickson has it there over to his partner, Wendling. Cross the line to the sprinting Henke, ducking off a check. Henke now gets it in behind the goal, tries to cut out in front, and rolls it right through the crease wide. Finally fired down the ice by 19 Eric Eichhorn, taking the pressure off, and Hutchinson now has turned the tables.
Well, they've controlled the puck here for about the last minute and a half, but once again, no shots.
Yes.
There's the key. They've got to get the shots on the target.
8:42 to go here in the third period as the teams get set for the face-off. And digging in for Hutchinson is number 22, Sean Knorr. Face-off's getting important here. Knorr wins the draw, poking it ahead, gets a shot right on goal. And Barry covers that one up.
Well, you could see the angle of that shot coming in at the same time. Sean Knorr coming in, and he's a left-hand shot. He's on the right-hand side, which gives him a better shooting angle. He eludes a checker there in the face-off, gets the quick shot, and Nate Crow could not get back to him in time as he miss the puck and also the man on the faceoff. If you don't get the puck, make sure you take your man. And Sean Knorr doing a good job of going right for that net.
And this time, the two teams have changed lines, and Pohl does exactly that for Red Wing by tying up Ryan Dolder. However, a shot from the point goes wide by Jeff Martin, and it's back in neutral ice for the Tigers. Erickson has a pass, blocked. Several players battling for it. Now coming out of the pile is Pohl. Pohl with a shot. It glances off a stick wide of the Tiger net. Back at the blue line. Shot there by Phillips. Goes off the leg. Taken again by the Tigers, and here they come trying to regain that offense. Dolder's pass blocked. Back comes Red Wing. Sliding it in as Pohl. Deep in behind the goal. Quaddy was after it, but rolls back up ice. Finally, Erickson has control. Nicholas Wagner. Wagner playing it out to center ice. Onto the stick of Mark Dawkin. Dawkin lost it out in the neutral zone, and Mitch Johnson of Red Wing. And again, the wingers just dump it down. I think we'll see a lot of this, Tom.
Yeah, you will. Right now, what Red Wing is doing, they're just sending one man in, two men back to help out defensively. And just flip the puck out each time the Tigers bring it back in.
Knorr for Hutchinson is stifled at the side of the goal. Puck is cleared all the way down, and another icing call is made against Red Wing. It's a 3-0 hockey game with 7:13 to go. We'll be back to the St. Paul Civic Center for more High School Hockey 95.
The National Jeep Sale is back. Your opportunity to get a great deal on one of America's legendary adventure vehicles. Buy or lease Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with up to $1,200 in values. Get a great price on Jeep Cherokee with air at no extra charge. Even the fun-loving Jeep Wrangler has a great deal. So see your Jeep and Eagle dealer now, because something this exciting will be over before you know it.
See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
Well, we have a preliminary report that Brennan O'York has suffered a dislocated right knee, and they put it back in position. He will be out for this game, and there's a possibility, who knows, depending on how well he heals and how he feels. Getting the ice on it right away will certainly help his cause, and perhaps he'll be back in for the next game for Red Wing.
Back in behind the Hutchinson goal. Chasing it down is Henke. Getting it over to the defenseman Wagner. And the Tigers try to roll up, but they're stopped and foiled as Mark Bang up on that line now for O'Rourke. Breaks up the play. Bang, wearing number 6, just a freshman. Big golfer. Plays every day in the summer. Your kind of job there, Tom. Here's Bowser for Red Wing. Up to Bang. His pass a little bit behind the centerman and neutral ice. Crow. Hutchinson again with the puck. Erickson dumping it in. He lives with the Martin boys as an exchange student. Erickson over to his defense partner, and Field plays it in. Trying to cut in now is Martin. Blocked out in front as Red Wing is really lugging up the middle. Now here's a breakaway. Coming way out of the goalkeeper. Off and the effort by Mark Bang. What a great play by goalkeeper Eddie Cox. Here's a long shot right on goal. Turned away by Barry down at the other end. Wide open all of a sudden. And Phillips slides the puck into the Hutchinson zone. Erickson hustling back for it. Forward to Field, who rings it around to the other side. Coming in with a hit is Siddick. Puck is broken up, but we have a whistle, and there's going to be a check from behind going against number 9, Dan Siddick, on that play back to the right of the goal.
And that's a good call by the official. What they've done here, they've really clamped down on those type of penalties because of the injuries that do occur. And so Dan Siddick will pick up a penalty as checking from behind his call against Red Wing. And there's only 5:28 to go in the third period, but watch here earlier the breakaway. And you see the goaltender, Eddie Cox, coming out there. Eric Helen thought he had it, but he put his head down, and that allowed the goaltender just to come out, meeting him head on, and just takes him out of the play. But right now, Hutchinson goes on their second power play.
And this is a huge one for Hutchinson. They are going to call a timeout to try to put the strategy in place. They certainly need to at this stage with 5.5 minutes to go and Red Wing leading 3-0. We'll be back to see what happens with the Hutchinson power play when we return to the capital city.
Jeff Belzer Chevrolet Dodge and Geo in Lakeville has hot deals on extended cabs, S10 Blazers, and Caravan. Hotter selection on Dodge Rams, conversion vans, and Luminas. And the hottest savings on Intrepids, Astros, and full-size trucks. Jeff Belzer's has over 1,000 new Chevrolets, Dodges, Geos, and conversion vans, plus 350 quality used cars and trucks. Jeff Belzer's Chevrolet Dodge and Geo, 20 minutes south of Mall of America on Cedar Avenue in Lakeville. Call 469-4444.
We're back at the St. Paul Civic Center, the home of the boys state high school hockey tournament. And this is the first game of the quarterfinals in Class A competition. 3 more games will develop yet today. Totino Grace and Chisago Lakes will play next. And then this evening, beginning at 7 o'clock here on Channel 9, Detroit Lakes and International Falls will square off, followed by Blake and Warroad, last year's Class A champions. And the big schools will start tomorrow, beginning at noon. Double-A competition with 8 of the best big schools in the state. You just saw Brendan O'Rourke there with an ice pack on his knee, but he wants to see what happens to his teammates here in the waning 5 minutes.
He wants to be a part of that victory. You can tell by the agony in his face, boy. That's a very tough, emotional time for a player. And I can appreciate what he's going through right now, but his teammates have got to pick up the slack with him being out of the lineup, and I think they'll do just that as this game winds down with just under 5 minutes to go now.
Top line out there for Hutchinson on this power play. Here is number 27, Jeff Martin, circling out of the corners. Martin trying to play it back down low for Dawkin, but he can't, and the puck is cleared out of the zone by Red Wing.
Well, I'm amazed that the Hutchinson Tigers are not shooting on this netminder at all. They're not getting those shots away. That's a good defensive play, or else it's just the inability of this team to get close enough to take the good shots.
And it's broken up neatly there by Mitch Johnson for Red Wing, number 14, who clears it down ice and heads off to the bench on a player change. That may be a good reason why. They're getting some good, solid defensive play right at the blue line. Red Wing is. Puck is backhanded by Bowser, but not out. Remains in the zone. Here is Dawkin after it. He's felled up along the boards by big number 5, Eric Helland. And the senior forward clears it down ice. 27 seconds left on the Hutchinson power play. Turning is Ryan Dolder. Gets it across to number 11, Henrik Eriksson, the defenseman. Broken up by Red Wing.
Red Wing is just challenging that puck handler right now. As soon as someone starts to move up with the puck, they've got somebody going right at him. And then they try to move somebody else in to cut off any more angles that he may have to move that puck along.
Whitty clears it all the way down. No icing call. Back to pick it up is Henke. No shots on that power play, which has just ended for Hutchinson. They've had only 2 here in the period, and now they score! It bounced in front, hit Whitty, and slides in behind goalkeeper Bryce Berry, and Hutchinson finally gets their first goal.
Boy, how much they needed that goal, and they know there's still time. This club is very explosive. You've got guys who can put the puck on the net. You'll watch right here, the puck is just bouncing, and all of a sudden, who's coming in the side there? That was Jared Whitty. I believe he will get credit for that goal. And so the Tigers have finally scored by getting that shot to the net, have resulted in a goal. They trail by 2.
The tables turn. It's now a 3-1 hockey game. With 3:18 to go, and there you see the happy, smiling, joyous number 20, Jared Whitty, a junior who now has 13 goals on the year. Face off at center ice. Moving right up from there is Eriksson. Backboard is Bowser of Red Wing. Plays it around to the other side. Puck is cleared by Siddick. Doesn't clear the zone, and back it comes again to the defenseman, number 7, Brooks Berg, an all-conference football player. Not out of the zone. Here's an opportunity for Henke. Lost the puck. It's still loose out in front. There's a shot by Whitty. And the goalkeeper, Barry, comes up with another big save off of Whitty, camped right on the doorstep. Hutchinson on the attack and looking sharp. They trail 3-1. We'll return to the St. Paul Civic Center for more High School Hockey 95.
Get a wide view of the outdoors with a patio door from Menard. Assured patio doors feature maintenance-free vinyl construction and a 20-year glass warranty. This sliding patio door is $288. Renovate your bath with corner showers from American Shower and Bath. Choose from an assortment of styles and colors. They're easy to install. White frame showers at $275 each. Save on home remodeling at Menard.
Save big money at Menards.
Goal has been credited to Mark Dawkin, number 9, for Hutchinson. We'll have to wait if it changes or not. But nonetheless, Hutchinson is right back into this hockey game, and they come out with the big line once again. Dawkin, Dolder, and Martin.
That's a call. Certainly looked like that was number 20, Jared Whitty, though, that got his equipment on that. I'm not sure if it was a skate or a stick, but we'll wait for the official call. See if they make that change.
And the referees do make the decision. Here's an attack now for Paul. A long-range shot just wide. Quaddy after it along the boards. Number 15 for Red Wing trying to play it back down low, but it's intercepted, and Dawkin gets it ahead now for Dolder. Ryan Dolder does a pirouette at the line. Plays it across now to the defenseman Wagner, and his shot is blocked by a sprawling Barry. Another try by Wagner. Hits somebody else. Wagner gets a third try. Puts it out in front for Dolder, and his backhander is blocked. He gets it again and shot it just wide. Holy cow, Dolder all alone out in front with a couple of good chances. Now Jay Barry has it. He's crunched up along the boards. Scooting in is Jeff Martin, number 27, to pry it loose for the black-clad Hutchinson Tigers. They turn it over. Picked up now by Dolder, number 10 for Hutchinson. Hutchinson applying the pressure now with 1:48 to go. Here's Barry. Cuts in front of his own net. Stick handles it ahead and puts it onto the stick now at number 15, Quaddy.
A lot of pressure being put on by the Tigers right now. They know the clock is against them right at this point with 1.5 minutes to go.
Here's a steal. Siddick going to the corner. Checked by Gertis, number 24. And back come the Tigers. Dolder through center. Across the blue line. Drops it off for Martin, but is poked away from him. Not out. The goaltender has been pulled with 1:12 to go. 6 skaters out for Hutchinson. Here's number 22, Knorr for Hutch. Trying to play it down low. After it is Martin. He's beaten to the puck by Bowser of Red Wing. They clear it ahead. Picking it up now is 19, Eichhorn. Trying to get it out of the zone, but unable to. Ryan Dolder takes over. He lost the puck, then is checked, and finally, the Wingers clear it out to neutral. 44 seconds to go. Hutchinson trailing by 2. Throwing everything they can, trying to cross into the zone. Here's Knorr with the puck. He lost out. Gertis has it again. Over to his defense partner, Wagner. Now up across the line for Henke. He's checked at the blue line by number 7, Brooks Berg. A loose puck goes up towards the blue line. Mitch Johnson after it, but his shot goes wide. 20 seconds now to go for Red Wing to advance in the tournament. Long pass out of everybody's reach. Icing called against Hutchinson.
Oh, what an effort being put on by Hutchinson right now. They're trying everything, but they could not get the puck through. Just 15 seconds to go in this game. The fans from Red Wing are up. They're waving their pom-poms. They're screaming. They're hollering. And the Hutchinson fans are looking a little dejected as they are looking at their team right now, advancing to the consolation round rather than the championship round. The goaltender now, Eddie Cox, goes back into the net with a face-off just to his right. But only 15 seconds remain. It's an upward battle as Red Wing leads by 2.
Mitch Johnson with a shot right on goal from the draw. Won by Johnny Pohl, the 9th grader. And Pohl will again line up for this face-off opposite Ryan Dolder, who's got to be sucking big-time air. Again, Pohl wins it, and again, Johnson gets the shot. Clock ticking down, 4 seconds to go. The Wingers have it and back up. They will go on to the semifinals. Red Wing wins, beating Hutchinson 3-1.
happiness and at the same time sadness, because he would like nothing better than to be on the ice right now. Brendan O'Rourke out with that dislocated knee, and we'll try to get a report as to when he can be back in the lineup. But he is not able to be in the position of shaking hands.
But tears of joy nonetheless. Red Wing came in with a record of 19, 5-1. They improved that to 20 victories by handing Hutchinson their first loss of the year. And there's many an old hockey adage, Tom, but one of them says it's very difficult to beat a team 3 times in a year, and Red Wing has proved that theory true.
It is, as you look at the coach of Hutchinson right now, Todd Greener, just congratulating the other coaches, and what a great job that George, the manager, has done with this team as well. And also the players walking by as Brendan O'Rourke is being congratulated. See the ice bag on his knee there as well, as they're trying to get that thing back in tune. But right now it's Red Wing that advances in a very strong defensive victory. They score 3 goals, giving up just 1 to a team that has got a powerhouse of scorers. And I think what's remarkable is the fact they only gave up 17 shots. And he said if we can keep it under 20, we've got a chance.
And that they have done in posting a 3-1 win. The first bank scoreboard sums it up as the Wingers from Red Wing, Minnesota, down the Tigers of Hutchinson. We will be back for more continuing coverage of Hockey 95 from the Civic Center.
When the work gets tough.